Mickle GG here, playing a TvT on Ohana, first day of the dream pool, and here we are, getting some business. Let's see. Well, that was cute, wasn't it? There he is. Let's go ahead and get the sound rolling. A bit more. Okay. So we're on a TvT Ohana, which is a cross-spawn, two-player map. Your starting base is right here, your natural, possibly your third could be here or here, depends on how you want to play. Ideally, I see this as kind of like the rhombus version of Belshir Vestige, if any of you remember that map. So I always take my third here. But yeah, you could theoretically take it either way. I don't know what the standard is, but I'm assuming it's right here because it just kind of makes more sense. It's easier to defend. It leaves yourself a little open to like drop attacks because there's just so much space on this part of the map. So anyway, got my supply depot, got my racks, Reaper expand. I Reaper expand in virtually every matchup. TvTs are a little less. I'm trying to think of the word I want to say here. I would say that I Reaper less in TvTs than I do in other matchups, or I'll Reaper in virtually TvZs and TvPs all the time. But in TvTs, you can either opt to get a Reaper, or you can go, a gas is opening, pump out some Marines, get your gas, get some fast tanks, and then put pressure on. So I queue up my first Reaper, and this guy also doing a Reaper expand. He goes ahead and drops his orbital. I'm also getting my orbital. His orbital is going to be faster than mine, actually. I'm not sure why that is, actually. I'm thinking. Yeah, he's just ahead of me right now, as far as time goes. So he's already started his command center on the low ground, and he's got a Reaper out. And this is a smart move. He ends up moving his Reaper all the way up here to the third of what I perceive to be the third. Yeah, you break these rocks, bam, access to the third. And he brings his Reaper in. And I got my Reaper heading out across the map. So he gets a scout off. He actually kills my SCV. I almost get it away. And I'm bringing my Reaper back at the same time. And this is just kind of annoying. This is kind of what happens in TvTs. He's delayed my command center. And I got two Reapers now, so I'm just going to basically kill him, and he doesn't get any more workers. And then I got two Reapers. His command center's still building. Mine has just started back up. Now it's time to send my Reapers. The reason I send my Reapers out here is because I know he's not going to have much. Because when you do a Reaper expand, it takes a while to get that Reaper out. And then maybe you might have like one Marine. And because I saw the command center, I know he's really not going to have that much to work with, given he already expanded as well. So I'm going to get this SUV. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to get the... well, I'm going to check this out. He's got a reactor building, or I'm sorry, he's got a tech lab building on his barracks, which he's just going to finish. He's got two Marines out. I'll do a little Reaper micro here. I managed to almost get out of there, or almost get that second Marine. That was a little bit bad micro on my part. I see the Helene pop, so at this point I'm kind of assuming he's going mech. I stopped the starport from building. He does have his orbital upgrading. I have started my orbital upgrade. I got racks building. I got two Widow Mines. My plan here was to just do a Widow Mine drop. So I'm going to get my medevac out right here. and I see the 2 Hellions, and I'm like, oh man, because he's being really aggressive, and that's why I haven't dropped my CC. So I load up the Widow Mines. I'm like, all right, well let's go ahead and see what happens here. So as that's going on, I'm still building these racks. I know they're queued up. I'm actually going to put an add-on on here and start my stim. And here we go. Medevac's heading down. Meanwhile, he's got 4 Hellions. And this is kind of weird. Like, he comes in, he sees I still haven't taken my second base, which is fine. Like, I know he's got map control right now with these Hellions, so I can't just take my second base if I don't have adequate defense. I pop a siege tank out. My Marines get kind of fried, but 2 of his Hellions go down. I drop a Widow Mine here, take out some SCVs. I'm going to go ahead and pick the other one up and bring it over here. He throws a missile turret down. Hellion gets a shot off, but it's not enough. I tried to focus the Widow Mine, and I did, but it wasn't enough to kill the SCVs since the Widow Mine nerf. And then I just take my medevac away. Meanwhile, I'm macroing up back at home. I got my tech lab building, or my reactor building on my racks. I got 4 Marines. He's going ahead, he's getting his upgrades. I haven't started any of my Marine upgrades, stim, anything. He's got a missile turret building, another CC building, and that's a mistake on his part. I believe that I saw the CC already with my medevac. Yeah, I saw the CC with my medevac that dropped the Widow Mine. So because I see that 3rd CC, I know he's not going to have a lot of units, especially because he lost his Hellions, and especially because I did some damage with those Widow Mines. Now I spot some Hellions out here. He's got 2. I don't know why he just sent 2 Hellions here, but I got a micro with my Marines here, and they're unfortunately going to die. But that's okay, because I land the command center. I kill one of his Hellions. I'm going ahead and going to micro these guys back here. And this is really aggressive on my part, but I know he doesn't really have a lot. If he sends Hellions at me, I got a siege tank. He's building this into an orbital. I'm going ahead and I've killed an SV he's got there. He's canceled. This is way too late. I'm going to get it with my Marines. And now we're equalized on 2 base. Now this scan here is really stupid, and I'll tell you why it's stupid. He has vision of my units with his CC. I load up in the medevac. I'm like, alright, I'll get some damage. He sent some stuff out here. He's got 2 Banshees that I haven't seen yet. And I go ahead, I drop. And his poor micro has decided to finally work out for him. He managed to get shots on me from the Hellions. But meanwhile, I'm going to get in his base, and I'm going to actually kill some of these SCVs here. I'm microing these guys. A lot of them are low from the Widow Mine shot. I get a few SCVs here. My medevac's actually still alive. I managed to get my medevac out. Barely. I don't fly into a turret. And that's kind of key, you know. It's good to have medevacs and not lose them. Meanwhile, because I saw him take his 3rd, I'm going to go ahead and start building mine in my main base. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep building some racks. You know, I've got 4 racks here. Generally you want to have 5. Because I'm getting my 3rd CC and I had some extra money, I decided to put some more racks in. I'm currently supply blocked at the moment, but that'll fix itself. And I've got 2 medevacs, 2 tanks, bunch of Marines, 0 Marines. Still don't have stim, combat shield, or Marauder slow, even though I don't need concussive shells right now because it's kind of silly. I got my SCV repairing them, medevac. I'm up supply on here, but unfortunately, he's got Banshees in my base. And I didn't see this coming. I saw the Banshees, but I didn't really adequately prepare for them. And I dropped my mules just a hair earlier before he came in. And I'm just chasing his banshees around. And he's stupid, he's not attacking. He's totally cloaked right now. And he's not attacking. Even though I obviously don't have any scans. Now he's starting to pick off some Marines. He gets a mule, he gets some SCVs here. Meanwhile, he's hovering a ton of minerals because of his micro. I have like no economy right now because he totally shattered it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a scan. I didn't stim there, and I was like, well, I can't stim because I don't have stim. Here are more SCVs. I bait him out. He's autoing them, and he flies into the turret. One Banshee down, second Banshee down. He's got a third CC that's building here. 4 Hellions, 5 Hellions, some Marines, a tank. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm totally good to go across the map right now. Even though army supply, I've got 11 on him, 2 of which are tanks, and I've got 2 medevacs. I actually just managed to cross him here, and he goes ahead with his Hellions. Seeing my SCVs, I like bait him into coming up here, but he sees that I'm trying to land my third, even though I haven't yet. And my reaction is to just keep flying the third over there. It's not really that big of a deal. He doesn't have a lot of Marines here. I mean, he's got enough to take him out. He's got stim, but he's not paying attention to my attack down here. I have 2 tanks here. It's good to like spread your tanks out like this. I kind of like leapfrog them. I'm gonna go ahead and take his command center out. So now he's on 2 base, but his third isn't saturated at all. I have landed my third. My third isn't saturated. And I'm gonna give up my base too. He's gonna get my SCVs. He's gonna drop. He's gonna kill my tank, and I'm gonna actually move my tank away. And he can't get into my base right now because of the supply depots. I managed to actually get my tank to siege up, and I'm bringing some Marines back. My economy's not great. He's got some stuff still in here. He's killed a Rax. Little micro here that I'm not actually doing. I thought it was micro in the game, but no, it's down here microing actually. Taking out his natural. It's time to take out his SCVs. He's got a Raven here. I don't want to get secret missiles, so I take it out. I land my tank so that way my Marines can get cover. Tank gets shot at. These Marines kill those guys. His attack eventually gets stopped in my main, and he leaves the game. Actually, when I was playing this game, it was way faster for me because it was like constantly harassed. Like initially, he got me with his Reaper, and then I harassed him with Widow Mines, and then he came back with some Hellion harass that kept me from taking my Spine Natural, and then eventually he hit me with the Banshees after I took out his third. I was really just trying to keep myself on an even playing field, and he just got really greedy and took his third and wasn't really building units. I mean, look at my supply. I got 86 supply. He's got 54. Of course, that's now because I took out one of his command centers, but he has a lot of supply depots down. He's got a lot of production that he's just not using. And look at that. I won the game and Stim wasn't even done. Although I did have combat shield, so that's good. But yeah, so anyway, you know, when you play Terran versus Terran, the games can be really aggressive. It could be a lot of harass on both sides, but because I had the supply depots raised, his Hellions weren't really a threat, and he shouldn't have been building that many Hellions if he wasn't going to go mech, which it looked like he wanted to go mech, but like he just didn't know how to do it, and then he ended up just building a bunch of racks and not really being able to secure a third, which is like really big for him. I think he just wanted to turtle. I just didn't know. I didn't really know what was going on in his head, but I managed to come out on top. Thanks for watching. I'll go ahead and throw another video up shortly. Hopefully, like a Terran versus Protoss. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.